And you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the moves, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. That free throw, no good.
And, you know, the Spurs are never afraid to play to the tune of their own drummer. I mean, just as the rest of the league embraces threes and layups, the Spurs going against that grain, leading the league in mid-range shots and post-ups.
And the second free throw, good. Well, you were talking about the mid-range and the post-ups. Those are the strengths of DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, Coach Popovich has been so successful for decades because he always adapts to the strengths of his players. Outstanding coaches do that in every sport. That shot diet might not work for most other teams, but if it fits the Spurs, they'll go old school and make it work for them.
Clock at 6. Murray against Fox. Murray, no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Here's Murray. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Pass to Lyles. Barnes against DeRozan. Barnes grabs the miss.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Now here's Murray. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Here's Bogdanovich. A pass to Fox. Over Murray. And too long on the shot.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
DeRozan, that's good.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Murray against Fox. Inside, tries from 10. Bagley, no good.
Even in close to the hoop. That's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
DeRozan finds Murray. Fox with the steal. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barnes against DeRozan. Barnes can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Forbes. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. The Kings leading. Here's Bogdanovich. 9 points last game out. Back to Fox. With the teardrop, and he makes that one. Fox has got 6.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Fox against Murray. Pass to Aldridge. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for LaMarcus Aldridge. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team, averaging about 18 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Now here's Barnes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Kevin, I like how hard Barnes goes now. I mean, takes pride in trying to overpower the defense and muscling shots up over him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Sacramento.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
That's good from Barnes.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina, Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Now, here's Fox, following the miss by DeRozan.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The pass to Aldridge. Makes it off the glass. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Here's Fox. Here's Bagley. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to New Orleans. Here is Forbes. He is covered by Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan against Barnes. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Murray. DeRozan's got his 2nd basket.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for DeMar DeRozan. 18th in scoring, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end, and it's no wonder he's top 20 in points.
I like seeing the improvement that Fox is making on the jump shot, continuing to work on that part of his game, because those, quite honestly, are shots that he needs to knock down consistently.
Here's Aldridge. Rebound by the Kings. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Fox. Back to Hield. Top of the key, Bagley. Kicks to Hield for the 3. The rebound by the Spurs. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And Sacramento has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Here's the 3. No good that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here is Forbes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Parker passes to Joseph. Back to Parker. This one for three. Mills with the rebound. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Now Joseph, looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bazemore against DeRozan, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul. The Kings have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds. But that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Parker's shot is off.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Belinelli passes to Mills. Gay with it. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. Over Parker. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Gay's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Rudy Gay's always had that shot in his bag. Lethal from mid-range.
Left side Joseph. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. White dishes to Mills. He kicks it to Pirtle. Passes it to White. Gay outside. Over Parker. Pirtle trying to get open. Moves back up. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The Spurs shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Or the shot repertoire of Jakob Pirtle. Mostly 10 feet and in is his strength. He's an old school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
On the free throw, no good. And Clark at 7 feet tall. Pirtle a wide body in there.
He's live, and he's also no stiff, guys. Pirtle can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
Now here's Belinelli. He had 16 points in the win against Dallas. Mills can't hit. The Kings leading. There's Parker with the three. And Pirtle pulls it down. White inside. He's covered by Bazemore. And it's White missing. Sacramento's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. White against Bazemore. And it's Parker in the corner. A rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Now here's Mills. Last game he had 12. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. Bazemore gets the bucket.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Belinelli. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Down low. Here's Giles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Spurs trail by 4. And here's White. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Pass to Gay. And it's denied. They get it back. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. You'll love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Pirtle. Then there's Belinelli. Then it's White. And it's Walker in at the 2. The free throw dropped for Bazemore. Who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good name. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, DeMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Here's Joseph after the basket by San Antonio. Healed outside. Nailed from three-point land. Hield's got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner and loves pulling the trigger from deep.
And there's the pass to Belinelli. They get a hand on it. Here's the break. Here's Bazemore. They get it again. Holmes, good. And it's a 9-point Kings lead.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Belinelli. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Now here's Joseph. Passes it to Bazemore. Shot clock at 5. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Sacramento, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And he makes the first.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Good on both. Spurs trail by 11. White the pass to Poeltl. To halt the run. Tries again. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Poeltl's got his first bucket in this one. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Holmes can't get it to go in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for DeRozan.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Kings. Bagley, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. And San Antonio also making a switch. Murray's checked in. And so Walker nails both of them. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the bucket by the Spurs. A pass to Fox. Charity stripe shot. They grab their own miss. Goes up again, and Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Pirtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
4 on the clock. And here's Barnes for 3. Sacramento gets it back. Holmes. And finally they hit one. Holmes got 4 points now in the quarter.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Belinelli. And the Spurs scoring again.
You know, Belinelli does a nice job getting to his spots in the mid-range area, and he's a consistent scorer from there.
Fox against Murray. Healed outside. Puts up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Hield's got 8.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Pirtle. Hield against Walker. Gay outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 6 rebounds here tonight. Barnes against Murray. Barnes can't get it to go. Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Walker. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Holmes got 7 rebounds in the game. Hield dishes to Barnes. Feeds to Fox. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bogdanovich is checked in for Buddy Hield. The Spurs also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pirtle. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Belinelli. DeRozan surveying the D. And finished off by DeRozan.
You know, they'll put the ball in DeRozan's hands and run the pick and roll all day long. He's phenomenal at getting good shots in that set.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Kings have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And so he hits the technical free throw. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento.
Nemanja Bjelica.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Holmes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's take a look now at the stats for De'Aaron Fox. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging about 23 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
That free throw good from Holmes. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. Both shots good from the stripe.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Murray. Forbes the pass to Lyles. Outside DeRozan. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Aldridge. Misses off the right iron.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
13 feet away, and he connects with the jumper.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Mills, who's checked in for San Antonio.
First personal foul, team's foul. Shooting just one.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Now, here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the rejection by Holmes. Outside Fox. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Sacramento making a switch here. Parker's checked in. The free throw off from Fox. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 14-point game. Here's DeRozan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
Two shots.
And that free throw good from DeRozan.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Spurs trail by 12. To the paint. Lyles no good. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's the floater. And there's the nice layup by Fox. Fox has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings. Now here's Mills. D right on him. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Now the pass to Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Sacramento leading by 14. Parker dishes to Bogdanovich. Passes to Fox. A 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by the Spurs. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Up top, Mills. Covered by Barnes. Mills can't hit.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Fox, no good. Spurs trail by 14. Now DeRozan. He had 13 points in the win against Dallas.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And the shot goes down.
Well, you've got to push Aldridge out farther. I mean, he's too big and too skilled from this area.
Fox looking it over. And it's sent back by Aldridge. They retain possession. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Outside DeRozan. Spurs working the ball around now. Over Parker. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from DeMar DeRozan.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Now, here's Bielitsa. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans. Kicks it to Barnes. That shot misses. Nice D from DeRozan. Spurs trail by 10. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's get a look at a group of point guards who have been rolling in the second half of the season with some very important and impressive point totals. Fourth, De'Aaron Fox.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Giles checked in for Barnes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
Now here's Parker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Joseph. Over Mills. Sacramento again missing. Spurs trail by 8. And DeRozan. Here we go.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, there's so many different ways DeRozan can beat you. When he's hot, he's a problem.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Now, here's Joseph, following the miss by DeRozan. 27 seconds left in the first half. Here's Parker, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
Bazemore against DeRozan. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He ended up with 17 points and 1 steal. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
This is what I like to see from De'Aaron Fox. He's figured out a way to harness his speed and stay patient and lead his team and putting up points at the same time.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit. They got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at center. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Now, here's Fox, following the miss by DeRozan. Here's Barnes. Rebound by Murray.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovich. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Both free throws good from DeRozan. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. To the middle, Barnes. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. On defense, San Antonio, trailing by 4.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Wiles against Bielitsa. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Fox. Murray, no good. Kings leading now by 6. And Clark coming out of Washington as a one-and-done. DeJounte Murray was considered a raw prospect.
Yeah, very raw. The 29th pick in the 2016 draft, guys, taken by the Spurs. Excellent physical tools and outstanding athleticism. Was surprising that he left when he did. I recall that when I heard. But at 6'5", a 7-foot wingspan, he's got a chance to be special.
Bogdanovich wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Spurs trail by 8. Murray surveying the D. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
DeJounte Murray played just 1 season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford. And as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
And he knocks down the first one. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those specially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
Now, here's Fox. 19 points in the game. Barnes kicks to Bogdanovich. "13 feet away. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from DeRozan. And he banks in the layup. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
You look at DeMar DeRozan, and he's tough to stop inside, really in his comfort zone in there.
Murray against Fox. Outside Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Spurs trail by 5. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And here comes the break. On up the court. That one goes in. And that's now 21 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Fox against Murray. And stolen by Bielitsa. Fox finds Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. DeRozan against Barnes. Outside DeRozan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Taking a look at Sacramento. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And, of course, the Spurs, just a couple spots back.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
And the Kings making a change here. Hield's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Bryn Forbes. Now, here's Walker. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
A pass to Fox. And stolen by Murray. Drops in the breakaway layup. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, what an opportunistic defender Murray is. His ball-hawking nature serving him well there.
Fox kicks to Barnes. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bielitsa. The Spurs also with the sub. Belinelli's checked in. Now, here's Holmes. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. Hield the pass to Barnes from deep 3-point range. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Murray kicks to Belinelli. Outside, Walker. Offline with his 3. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Hield left side. Back to Fox. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's an 11-point Sacramento lead.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And now on the 2K leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the best free throw shooting teams in the league. The Spurs second.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now here's Gay. Belinelli trying to break loose. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Basket counts. Barnes has got 5. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Gay. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, you know, when I covered Gay when he was in college at UConn, he was an outstanding player in the Big East, and it was pretty clear he had a bright future in the NBA in front of him, too.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. Rudy Gay hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
White against Fox. Pass to Hield. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Hield. Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Joseph comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Both free throws good from Hield. Here's White. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the pass to Poeltl. He kicks to Walker. Rebound by Parker. Sacramento leading by 13. Bazemore finds Joseph. Parker outside. The 3. He can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. White looking around. 6 to shoot. Poeltl, the pass to Walker. And that one drops for him. Kings have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Hield. He's got 10. Parker outside. Wants to get it to Bazemore and does. That one goes. Count it. Bazemore's got 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Passes it to Holmes. Knocks it loose. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Giles checked in for Sacramento. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 11. Releases. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Joseph with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 now on the night. White the pass to Pirtle. Outside, Walker. Mills in the corner. And here is Pirtle. He's covered by Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. And it's White missing. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Hield can't hit. Walker against Hield. Mills in the corner. Pass to Pirtle. Outside, Walker. Over Hield. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 6 points for Walker.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Holmes kicks to Hield. Over White. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 12 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Mills passes to Pirtle. The shot, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. White against Joseph. Pass to Holmes. Good, nice job down low. He's got 9.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Here's White. Softly drops in the floater. White's got his second bucket of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Hield outside. Fires from deep. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Spurs trail by 11. The dish to Mills. Kicks it to Pirtle. The pass to White. Gay scanning the floor. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Kings. Holmes got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And here is Hield. 12 points for him. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for San Antonio, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, DeRozan out there with Lyons. Then it's White, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Here's White after the Kings pick up 2. To the inside, and Aldridge slams it in.
Boy, if you're going to foul Aldridge, you've got to make it a hard one because you don't want to give him the and one chance.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Murray's checked in for White. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. From deep three-point range, keeps it alive, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Bielitsa's got his first 2 points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Here's Bogdanovich following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Outside Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Sacramento making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Barnes in for Buddy Hield. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Spurs working the ball around now. Passes it to Murray.
Able to guard multiple positions, Bagley's athleticism and speed helps a ton on this end.
Again, the miss by the Kings. Spurs trail by 11. DeRozan passes to Forbes. Pass to Aldridge. Over Bielitsa. Off the left rim and out. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Fox passes to Barnes. For Murray. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Fox. And it's 7 points for Barnes.
Boy, the quick release of Barnes is really something to behold, Kevin. A knockdown mid-range shooter who strokes it with confidence.
Now here's Murray. And it's Aldridge missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Barnes against Wiles. Barnes can't get it to go.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Up top, Bielitsa. He's covered by Murray. Now here's Barnes. Outside, Fox. Just 5 to shoot. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Fox has got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range, just the way he wants to.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
To hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Kings leading now by 15. Bogdanovich dishes to Fox. Bielitsa against Wiles. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. Pass to Aldridge. They could use a bucket. Kept alive. Wiles. Great D-net time from Bagley.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
At the line for your Kings, Bogdanovich. At the line for two.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Spurs trail by 19. Now Murray. There's the pass to Wiles. Here's Aldridge. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Aldridge is too strong to let a little bit of contact bother him. I actually think he likes those tough shots.
DeRozan against Barnes. Outside, Bogdanovich. Passes it to Bielitsa. 6 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Launches it. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Spurs shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Good D by Barnes. Kings leading now by 17. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 14 points now in the second half.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
DeRozan against Barnes. Great D-net time from Bagley.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And San Antonio has possession after the Kings pick up 2. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Barnes looking around. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
And stolen by Murray. Here's Forbes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, Forbes showing you some quick-footedness there. Nice instincts.
And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. Couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
That's good from Forbes.
You know, it's really interesting to note that Forbes went to the same high school in Detroit as a certain friend of ours. I think the guy's name I'm thinking about here is Chris Webber.
Now, here's Fox. Fires for three. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. Here's Lyles. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight. Kings leading now by 16. Here's Fox, and he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 16 here in the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Lyles. Barnes against DeRozan. A shot that time, not on target. Good D by Barnes.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Murray. And no good. And the Kings going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Fox. Pass to Barnes. Over Murray. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Now here's DeRozan. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Hields checked in for the Kings. The Spurs also with the sub. Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
Now, here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's now 22 points for DeMar DeRozan.
You know, it's really the defining part of DeRozan's game, driving the basketball hard at defenders, and he'll come right at you with athleticism and strength.
Here's Fox, and stolen by Murray. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Fox. DeRozan's shot is off. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Sacramento.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Here's Barnes, following the bucket by the Spurs. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Alex Len's checked in for Bagley. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Buddy Hield.
Line the lane. Line the lane. One side.
They throw good. Fox. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson, the pass to Pirtle. Dishes to Gay. The pass to Mills. Puts it up from 15. Again, the Spurs good for two.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Fox with it. Passes to Ferrell. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.